A couple of weeks ago, I got a comment on one of my videos from just an ordinary guy talking about why it's hard for him to make 10K a month. Basically just explaining why his like medical conditions and his age and all these different things are reasons for him to not be where he wants to be. And that kind of sparked an idea in my head. I was like, okay, this is very interesting. Like, the reason why this guy is where he's at in his life is most likely because of the way that he thinks about his own situation and like the things that are going on in his life, the challenges he's facing and all these different things. And in this video, I want to explain to you like the fact that everything that you see in your own life, whether you have a lot of good things that have happened or if you're like really unhappy with the place that you're at in your life, because that's what I was at like 3 years ago. I was really unhappy, you know. I was really miserable. I was trying all these different things and I wanted to get freedom, but like I couldn't make myself like get there. I couldn't get myself to that point. You know, I was trying business model after business model. I was in my parents' house, sitting with my computer literally like 14 hours per day, grinding away. And every single time I went to sleep, I would be sitting down with my notebook and trying to figure out like how can I figure this out? You know, because nothing was actually working. And in this video, I want to explain to you something that really helped me to break through, you know, and get to a point where now I'm out here in Marbella, for example, travel, making over 100K per year at 22 years old. And the concept is not really like some business model, like something I'm going to try to like sell you or anything like that. You know, I'm not trying to some like guru trying to sell you something. Basically, what I'm trying to like explain here is that you need to understand that everything that you have in your life is a result of how you think, which also means it's a very easy way for you to change the complete, like everything in your life, change it very quickly. We're talking like 90 days, 6 months, 12 months, change your life completely. And it's not going to be about some mindset hack or anything like that. It's basically just about realizing that you are in complete freaking control over your entire life, over exactly what happens. And the reason I'm saying this is because if we go back to this guy that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the guy that commented on my video, what he was saying is like, yeah, I'm this many years old and this is where I'm at in my life, and it's easy for you, like me, to say that it's easy to make 10K a month because you're young, you're healthy, and you're all these different things, you're a white male, like there's all these different reasons that he was giving in the comments, you know. And that just like made me realize like the reason why he's at where he's at is because he's blaming his results on his circumstances. He has complete control to literally go and do anything whatsoever. There's always someone that's in a worse position than you are right now that's achieved more than you, 100%. Unless you're dead, there's someone out there who's been in a worse spot than you're at, with worse circumstances, and they made it further, which is proof that it's only like you're literally your mind stopping you. And this guy was not even in such a like bad position, but he's saying like he was blaming everything, like his lack of success, on external circumstances. And the thing you need to realize, like the message of this video is basically realizing that it's all your fault. And the more you can understand that, the more you can like apply what I'm going to tell you about in just a second, the more results you will see in your own life. Because every single time when you wake up and you try to run a business, and let's say like you're struggling to run ads, or you're trying to like get into a better relationships and like dating isn't working, you're not getting any responses. Every single time you put the responsibility on something external, like all these girls are trash, you know, like I can't find a good girl, or like business doesn't work for me because I'm not in the right market, or I'm living in a third world country, wherever it is, you know. Obviously those things might like make it harder for you, but if you look at those things and give those things power and like let that be the reason why you can't succeed, you're gonna be fucked. You're not gonna succeed if you do that. So the thing you understand is like, yeah, those things might be there. It might be harder for you because of X, Y, and Z reason, but it's up to you to decide, is that gonna be the reason why you're not gonna succeed, or are you gonna make it despite that and make it past that? Because the reality is like, if you let external things be the reason why you can't move forward, you can't succeed, you're gonna be so fucked, because you can't like change those things. There's no way you can impact those things and make them better, worse, and those different things. And the reason why some people succeed and get to a very high level of success, the reason why I've been able to go from being broke 3 years ago to now making like a lot of money and be able to travel and have freedom and work whenever I want from wherever I want, because I took responsibility over my own situation. I took action and I changed the thing and I grew as a person, you know. Instead of blaming, okay, this business model is not working, I focused on like, what do I need to do? Like, who do I need to become in order to make the money I will be making? I've put the focus on me instead of putting it on other things, because you can't control other things, but you can control yourself, you can grow yourself, you can develop, but it's only possible to do that by putting the focus on yourself. Because if you take ownership over what happens in your life, you can change it. If you put the ownership on anything else, other things, other people, you can't change that. And this even goes a layer deeper when it comes to like psychology. If you want to become better at sales, if you want to become better at communication, learn that most of, like when you get angry, when you get sad, when you get like all this kind of unwanted emotions, it's all a response of your own brain. It's you causing these emotions. And again, this might trigger you. A lot of people, myself included, I got kind of triggered when I heard this first. I was like, no, it's this person that's stupid, or like it's this person that's causing me to get angry. But in reality, it's your emotional response to what someone else is doing, which can be tied back to your beliefs. So I don't want to get too deep into the trenches here, but I just wanted to I want you to kind of take away from this video that it's mindset, way of thinking, that you are the one that creates your entire reality, and everything that happens, good or bad, is your fault. Because when you understand this, when you truly understand this and you can really apply this mindset, you become so much more powerful, because you realize that, yeah, everything is your fault. That also means that you have the power to change literally everything. You have the power to be in a situation where someone saying a lot of weird stuff to you, or you're in a conversation that you would usually get upset in, but not react whatsoever, because you're in control of your emotions. For example, you're able to develop as a person and become someone who's able to make a lot of money just because you focus on growing yourself instead of blaming a business. There's always gonna be people out there that are blaming other things, and there's gonna be people out there that are developing themselves and growing to a new level, and those are the people that are achieving all of their goals. And it's exactly what I did 3 years ago. Instead of trying to look at different businesses and trying to do different things and not being able to succeed and then blaming that on other businesses, I was really self-reflecting and what do I need to do? Who do I need to become to grow? And I realized I'm actually not very valuable. I'm actually not really good at any skill. So it doesn't matter if I get into a new business model or get into the next TikTok shop or SMA thing or whatever it is, because I'm not good enough to be able to make money with any of those different things, because I haven't developed enough skills yet. So that's what I did. I ended up getting into remote high ticket sales, which is what I've been doing for the last 3 years now, roughly, and focused on getting good at one single skill. And having that self-awareness, taking ownership over my results, that's what allowed me to take that step and get into an opportunity that's now literally changed my life completely and allow me to build this life of freedom, where I'm standing out here on the balcony. It was now 8, 9 p.m. something like that, recording this video, and I'm working. Literally today I've been working for probably 2-3 hours. I made around $1,500 today alone from this skill set that I've learned, And I would never gotten here if I wouldn't have just focused on developing myself and growing as a person. So I know I'm repeating this, but this is so important, because your life will only change when you make the decision to take accountability and take ownership of everything that happens in your life. And just understand that nothing that happens to you. It's all about your perception of reality and how you interpret things and all that stuff. So I'm gonna leave it with that. And I wanted to after watching this video, instead of clicking over to the next video and just watching another YouTube video and just going over your day and okay, I watched this video, now I learned all the stuff, and just click over to something else. Really sit down for yourself and reflect, what is going on in your life right now that you're blaming on other people? What is it that you're not happy with? Is it a relationship? Is it a financial thing? Is it a health thing maybe, that you're blaming on external circumstances? Are you not going to the gym because your schedule doesn't fit with the gym? Are you in a relationship that you don't like because you're with someone that you, or are you having relationship issues because your girl is triggering you for some reason? Or if you're a guy, or if you're a girl, you're a guy, Or if are you struggling with business and you're blaming that because you're not living in the best country, you're not in a specific position, you don't have rich parents, wherever it is. Look at your own life objectively, look for what those things are, and then just take responsibilities. Try to figure out what can I do different to change this thing? If this is completely my fault, what can I do to change this? And I promise you that is going to serve you. If you have any questions, or if you want one-on-one coaching and mentorship from me, if you want to learn the fast path to go from 0 to your first 10K a month and get freedom, click the link down below. My mentorship is open, so I can help you out inside of there one-on-one. I can coach you like I've done with multiple guys, help you learn the skill of remote sales, learn a role, and scale to your first 10K per month. But only do that if you're ready to actually take responsibility and take accountability for your own life, because I can't help you if you're not willing to step up and take ownership for your actions inside of there as well. But if you're ready to do that, click the link, book a call, we'll chat, and I'll see if I can help you out inside of my mentorship. Thanks for watching the video. Any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Over and out. Ciao.